Paul, welcome to the Insurer TV. We are, of course, sitting here in Bermuda, and it's great to have you on.
Thank you. Wonderful to be here, and not a bad place to be, is it?
Not a bad place. Not a bad place to be for a few days, for sure. Paul, let's sort of start quite broadly. Tell me, how has 2025 gone for sort of VIPR so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great start to the year for us. So we've had a couple of good successes in the London market, which is fabulous. That's really on the back of a record-breaking 2024 for us, which again is great news. So the company's going from strength to strength, and really our focus now is how we grow the business. So obviously continuing in the London market, but looking at other territories like Bermuda, the US and Canada to see how we can extend what we're doing.
Yeah, of course. So I mean, so actually let's stick with that then for a second. So, Bermuda is clearly a growth target for you this year, or, and perhaps beyond. How important is the market sort of more broadly to your growth strategy? And, where do you sort of feel that you can kind of make the quickest steps?
Yeah, absolutely. So the space that we really operate in is the data ingestion, standardization, validation. So we're looking at helping businesses understand the data they're receiving, put it into a format they can easily use, and then use that data for improving underwriting for other downstream processes. So traditionally we've done a lot of that with insurers who are receiving data from third parties, but reinsurers is also a key market for us where they're receiving data in from the insurance businesses, looking to consume that data, and we really want to make that job really easy for them. So the Bermudan market, particularly around reinsurance, is incredibly important for us.
And are you finding it, in your experience, sort of easier to talk to, clients, potential clients, about sort of the using data more effectively and in a way that obviously VIPR can enhance?
Yeah, I think that the landscape's changed an awful lot over the past few years. So it's gone from just a case of collecting it because we really should, to collecting the data because we can do something really useful with it. So we're seeing a lot more use of analytics over that data, a lot more single processing. So previously we've seen siloed processing within organisations where different departments are doing their own thing with the data. Actually centralising that and then sharing that data out is proving to be really efficient. So that's definitely an area that we've been focusing on. But there's so much change happening with AI and other things that are in the market now that there's a real focus on streamlining operations and making it as efficient as possible to deal with that data. Yeah.
So perfect segue into my next question, which of course sort of focusing around automation and AI in terms of how it's sort of enhancing, and transforming sort of traditional practices, especially in areas like reporting and data handling.
Yeah.
What's the significance of it?
Yeah, I think automation and the use of AI is becoming really important, where businesses can no longer throw people at the problem. They want to find ways that they can solve for an issue with more automation, more efficiency. And that's really where we're seeing the AI coming in. It's been quite a buzzword, and everyone sort of feels like they have to have some sort of AI within their organisation. But having it there for the right reasons, where it's really driving business value, is incredibly important. So we've certainly seen that businesses who want to expand into things like delegated insurance further, or maybe want to do more reinsurance business, that means they've got to handle more data. So those more streamlined practices are definitely really important for them. So where they can have automation from data submission all the way through processing to actual getting hands on the data as efficiently as possible without, as I say, having to put many more people in the loop.
Yeah, okay, so thank you for that. So zooming out a little bit, what do you, through your lens, what do you see as sort of most pressing challenges for insurers and of course reinsurers today? And how is sort of technology, playing a role to sort of overcoming these obstacles?
Yeah, I think it really plays well to that previous point where efficiency is really key. There's a lot more regulatory pressures that are happening, so the need to be able to have good quality data, but quickly. We've seen situations where data that's been submitted from a third party has not been processed for maybe 90 days. So that data is now 3 months old, and that's really no good if you've got regulatory issues, or indeed you just want to have good underwriting results and know what you're on risk for. So the ability to speed up that data transfer through more automated processes, to be able to process the data faster and more accurately, and really just get your hands on that data so that you can make sure you understand what's going on. And I think the type of data that's being received now is changing. So before it was just the very basic underwriting information. Now we're seeing a desire for much broader data sets so that more can be done with that data across an organisation.
You know, you just focused on sort of the regulatory pressures there, increasing across sort of many jurisdictions. You know, how important is it that I suppose that all the solutions that you're providing are sort of aiding those sort of compliance focus points?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely vital. We need to make sure that if that data is processed, it's processed accurately, so that it can be used for other processes, and in particular for regulatory needs. So things like Solvency II, or in the London market, the LIC reporting, so that you can not be touching that data multiple times to try and massage it into the right shape. Actually, if you do the job well up front, you can then use that and utilise it for the regulatory needs that you have.
Perfect. And Paul, tell me, what's your kind of focus for the next few days while we're here at the Bermuda Risk Summit?
Yeah, I'm really hoping that we can catch up with some potential new customers, tell people about what we're doing, meet some new contacts, and really do some useful networking as we go through.
Great. Okay. Well, I hope you have a fantastic time at the Bermuda Risk Summit, and I look forward to catching up with you again in the future.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.